As a child, you were probably told that even a drop of nicotine can kill a horse, and the labels on cigarette packs warn of the nightmares that await heavy smokers. However, how does this apply to you personally? Does it really motivate you to stop smoking, or is it just passing you by? If you haven't figured this out yet, let's look at what happens to your body when you smoke cigarettes. In June 2021, The Lancet published an overview of tobacco use over the past 31 years, from 1990 to 2021. The review included data from 204 countries and 3,625 surveys. So for 2021, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world, and the age of the most active cigarette fans did not exceed 24 years. That is, every fifth young man and every 20 young women on the planet smoked. The mortality statistics are also not inspiring. 7.7 million deaths in the world were due to smoking, including 1 in 5 deaths among men. And smokers on average live 10 years less than those who do not smoke. Among the main causes, coronary heart disease 1.7 million deaths. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease 1.6 million, cancer of the trachea, bronchi and lungs 1.3 million and stroke 1 million. Have you ever wondered what we breathe in when we smoke? Of course, first of all, nicotine is a natural alkaloid that is produced by plants of the nightshade family, including tobacco. But this alkaloid is also found in some other foods, such as eggplant, tomatoes, and even potatoes, although in much smaller quantities. When you smoke a cigarette, the first sensation you experience may be irritation and dryness in your nose, as well as an unpleasant burning sensation in your throat and esophagus. When we smoke, nicotine travels through the lungs and alveoli and into the bloodstream. Acetylcholine receptors become the main target for this harmful substance. Acetylcholine is a substance that controls the functioning of muscles in our body and two systems, parasympathetic and sympathetic. The parasympathetic system is responsible for rest, and the sympathetic system is responsible for activity and wakefulness. When we smoke, nicotine mimics the action of acetylcholine, blocking its production and controlling our wakefulness and inhibition system. As a result, after we smoke, it becomes more difficult for us to relax or concentrate, and we often feel a strong desire to smoke again. If you are just starting to smoke, the first puff can make you dizzy. When nicotine enters the body, the heart begins to beat faster because the body thinks that it has got a dangerous pest. This continues until the nicotine passes through the protective barrier and reaches the receptors it blocks. It usually takes about 7 to 8 seconds. Then the reward system comes into play, and its main toy is dopamine. By acting on acetylcholine receptors, nicotine provokes its production. And this is where your reward system breaks down and starts to fail. Now all your body needs to be happy is a cigarette. In 2014, a group of scientists from the USA and Japan led by George Suzuki, studying the mechanism of the emergence of love for smoking, developed a model that they called Paradise Lost. This model explains why many people quit smoking countless times. It's just that the striatum in your brain, which is responsible for the formation of conditioned reflexes, including reactions to pleasure, stops responding to other joys of life. Money, sweets, food don't delight him the way a cigarette does. Within 20 minutes, blood pressure goes up along with the feeling that everything is cool and good. After 30 minutes, the nicotine concentration begins to decline. It takes approximately 2 hours for the body to eliminate most of the nicotine from the body. And then what? Sadness, melancholy, and so on until the next cigarette. That's it, you're on the hook. But addiction to smoking is not the only happiness that awaits you. When you inhale cigarette smoke, you let 7,000 different chemical compounds into your body. More than 100 of them are toxic, by the way, like nicotine itself. The critical mass for humans is 60 milligrams. More can completely disable acetylcholine receptors. This will be followed by respiratory arrest, paralysis, and death. A person smoking a cigarette receives 1 to 2 milligrams of nicotine. That is, for someone, 30 cigarettes in a row can become deadly. Those who smoke a pack a day, well, you understand. Among the other toxins that enter your body with cigarette smoke, carbon monoxide is especially dangerous. Its high concentration stops the interaction of hemoglobin and oxygen. And this means that it does not allow oxygen to enter the body in the required amount and does not allow the normal removal of decay products from it. Other organs also suffer, such as the digestive organs. As a result, the heart is forced to plow several times more actively, and the tissues of your body will still lack oxygen, and all sorts of toxins preserved in your body will poison them. The result is faster aging. Of course, these are not all the delights that await those who still choose smoking, but fortunately, under the onslaught of undeniable evidence of harm to the body, today smoking is more of an anti-trend. Like if top healthy lifestyle. Ring the bell if morning coffee with a cigarette isn't for you. Well, subscribe to the channel if you finally realize that hands that stink of tobacco are not cool. All science. Bye bye.